Hello YouTube, I'm putting a new oil pan on a 2008 Honda Element. There's a hole here. There was some surface rust that I scraped off, and there was a tiny little pinhole that I made a bit bigger. And in order to remove the pan, this subframe that goes all around needs to be removed or lowered. So the first thing to do before lowering the subframe is to support the engine and the transmission. I got a jack at the bottom and I have a support brace at the top. Okay, so to remove the link, some of them you need to put an X key here, but this one has a 14 millimeter nuts in here, and then on the other side it's a 15. I removed the castle nut from the ball joint and the safety pin. And now the line's really stuck. So okay, so the next step, the subframe, which goes all around, needs to be lowered, and there is a motor mount here that needs to be detached, and there's one in the rear somewhere as well. The one on the side, they don't need to be touched because they're not attached to the subframe. So this one and this one do not touch. Okay, so this is the subframe here, and that's the mount, the engine mount, and I'm trying to remove that bolt here that goes from right across, and that's it. Okay, so that's the subframe, and there's the rear mount is attached with those 1, 2, and 3 bolt here. 1, 2, 3. So this is the rear mount. What I'm gonna try, I just partially unbolt the bolt from the rear mount, and that's the frame here, that's the subframe. And what I'm gonna do is just undo the front and just lower that. The subframe is attached with 4 bolts like this on each corner, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And the book say to mark the center of it. So with my little screwdriver here, I'm gonna make 2 marks at the center. So center like this and center like that. I'm gonna do that and on the 4 bolts. Okay, the next step, the subframe is supported by a RV jack at the back and one at the front, and the red one, the red jack there, is to support the engine, and it's also supported from above as well. The engine mount is disconnected, partially disconnected at the back and at the front as well. And the bolt here is the subframe bolt right there. I'm not gonna remove it all the way, just part of the way. And the front one, which is right here. This will be removed, and then I'm gonna lower just the front, just the front of the subframe. So the subframe will be at an angle like this, and I should be able to reach my oil pan. And it's supported by that RV jack right there, and like I say, the bolt here are partially unscrew, so this is still attached. So this here, which is a attached to the transmission, needs to be removed. This is a manual transmission. I'm not sure if the automatic is the same, but I think it's different. But anyway, so that's the oil pan, and this piece here, which reinforced the support for the transmission with the engine, needs to be removed. So it's both here, both here, both here, and two more in the back. There you go. So what? So that's the part, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolt.
I'm gonna take Lynn for a walk, because otherwise either we're gonna eat really late or you're gonna run out of daylight clock.
Come on. Alright. Okay, so all my bolts, nuts and bolts are removed from the pan. And now what I need to do is break that bond here. It's the gasket on this Honda is actually a RTV Honda bond, and it needs to be break. There is a special tool available. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Okay, so it looks like I have to lower this a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so actually inside looks pretty good. So the rust was really from the outside. This is part 1. On part 2 of the video, it will be the reinstallation of a new oil pan.